Hey, nothing says America first like dying for Israel. Oh, God. It's 2026, isn't it? It's 2026. Remember 2020? And we were like, oh, I can't wait for 2020 to be over. I can't wait for this dumpster fire to be behind us. I miss 2020. Anyways, this should be a bit of a nothing burger story, except it's 2026 and Trump is in the White House. So God knows how bad this is going to go. I think this is kind of interesting, right? So basically this is a story about the U.S. government automatically registering 18-year-old men for selective service. And again, to be clear, on the face of it, should be a nothing burger, right? Automatic U.S. military draft registration planned by December, filing shows. So here in the U.S., we have this thing called selective service. So we don't have the draft anymore, right? The draft went away, I think, in 1973. But you still have to register for selective service in case they want to create the draft again. Again, if we go into World War III, when Israel gets us into World War III, Uncle Sam needs to know where all the young men are so they can go off and get slaughtered because Mickey Mouse promised the Israelites this particular plot of land, right? Anyways, but this has been around for fucking ever. Again, when you first take a look at this, I think this is pretty much of a nothing burger because by law, all American males, 18 to whatever years old, basically have to register for selective service already, right? I register for selective service. Almost everybody I know registers for selective service. And it's one of those weird things, like it's a law that you have to do it, but it's like really squishy about actually getting around to it. And a lot of times men get around to it when they need things like government loans, right? So you go to get a Pell Grant, at least back in the day, you go to get a Pell Grant for college or student loan for college or whatever else. And one of the little nitpicks there is you have to be registered for selective service. So if you're not registered for selective service, you can't get those loans. And so since you have to register for selective service anyway, and since there isn't actually a draft, basically that's when it comes out and most people do it. So a lot of people that haven't registered for selective service, basically, they go off in the trades or they do something where they don't have to get student loans and then they just simply haven't done it, right? So again, my family was military, and so I turned 18 years old and 2 days later I register for selective service just because that's what you do. And so basically with this whole process, all that's happening here is that you're automatically being registered, right? So again, it is 2026. We've had these things called computers for a little while. We've been able to track the population for a little while. And so the idea is as soon as you turn 18, it'll automatically register you. And so this will solve a lot of problems that the bureaucrats have created, again, with things like student loans and grants and a whole bunch of other stuff, right? There's a lot of males out there that simply don't register for selective service because they don't even think about it. They're not protesting, right? They're not hippies or whatever else. They just don't even realize that they're supposed to. So basically with this is automatically, registering, adults for this. The funny part is, though, and again, this is where I say it's 2026, is if you go down, the proposal was made about a month after the U.S. and Israel began a war against Iran. And that's where it gets a little bit more curious. Like this is one of those things, literally motherfucking nothing burger. Literally, oh, look, the government is changing how paperwork is done. Who the fuck cares? It is curious, though, that this is happening a month after Israel gets us into the war with Iran. That we are losing. I mean, are we losing the war? Have we already lost the war? Potato. Another thing that's interesting here with this, right, is there are currently no formal plans to reinstate the draft. But on March 8th, the White House press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, said President Donald Trump, quote, keeps his options on the table when Fox News Sunday host Maria asked her about the possibility of the draft returning. So now we have a president who is amenable to a draft. Because that's all amenable means. Amenable means it might be on the table. Right? Again, there are people out there that they are against forever war. They will never authorize or support a forever war. And then there's other people out there that are amenable to a forever. Well, I wasn't planning to do a forever war, but BB asked really nicely, right? And so that's basically what this is. The draft is being put on the table, and it's like, well, we don't have a draft yet. But if Trump, and again, when did Trump get all this power? When did any president in the United States get this level of power? Again, he shouldn't have that much authority. But anyways, apparently he does. And so now that we're in the war with Iran, and we might possibly be getting into the war with China, and who knows, might as well throw Russia in there, Got to have enough 18-year-olds to send in there and be bullet catchers. The Selective Service plans to automatically register eligible American men between the ages of 18 and 26 for military draft by December, almost a half century after compulsory registration for the draft for that age group became law. So again, it's compulsory registration has already been law my entire lifetime, basically. The agency's proposal would implement a requirement passed by Congress in December in the National Defense Authorization Act to include automatic registration for every male citizen of the United States between those ages. The Selective Service has said in 2024, 81% of all eligible men registered, a 3% point drop from the previous year. So again, you got to think about this in the United States. 81% of men are already registering for this. So again, as I say, this is just one of those things that just happens anyway. The agency's proposal to automatically enroll men in the draft was submitted to the office, blah, blah, on March 30th. And again, this is where the proposal was made about a month after the U.S. and Israel began a war in Iran, and Trump is keeping the draft on the table. Registration for Selective Service is required for employment and student financial aid in some states, and that's where most people in the past, have come into issues, and that's why they've done Selective Service, if they have not done so already. So this will be an interesting thing to see where this goes moving forward. I also wonder what this is going to happen with kind of the youth in our country. Because the youth in our country, they have a reason to complain. Now, I think they should get off their asses and be building more stuff. But anyways, the youth in the country do have real complaints, right? Housing is unaffordable. Healthcare is unaffordable. Education is unaffordable. We're getting into a war in Iran. Again, we're spending $200 billion in a war in Iran when properly funding healthcare is considered communist. So I do actually wonder what this is going to do with the young people psychologically. When you tell them the old people are basically mining the foundations of society so they can drain every ounce of wealth out of the society, and the young people will not be able to access that wealth anymore. And at the exact same time, you're telling the young people that the young people should go off to the fucking Middle East and die for Israel. Being mandated. You can see where there might be ever more frustration in our society. One of the things I've been talking about a lot is that people are just angry. Again, I think they find reasons to be angry. They're already angry, and then they need a valid reason to be angry, and so they find a valid reason to be angry. Again, whether it's Trump or whether it's Pelosi or whether it's this law or that law, whether it's, whatever else. I think they're already angry. And so one of the things, when I look at this, I don't see how this is going to reduce the anger, right? If you're an 18-year-old male right now and you're staring down the barrel of this horse shit, is this going to make you feel better for society? I don't know. I mean, the other interesting thing too is, again, for the blue hairs and the equality out there. Again, it's interesting that women still don't have to register for Selective Service. You don't see the Democrats out there screaming for equality on this front. So you're gonna have young men who have been told, especially young white men. You're gonna have young white men that have been told all of their lives, society, everything is their fault, even though they just got born. And then you're going to tell them that they're automatically being registered for the draft so that they can go and fight and die and risk worse than death half a world away for another country's idiocy. At the exact same time, the women don't even have to worry about that. You do not have to be a proponent of the manosphere to realize this might be causing some issues with the young males in our society. So anyways, we gotta see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Because I do wonder about that, like with young people. Like what happens if they hit the breaking point? You just see that with some people sometimes. And again, there's rationalizing things, there's motivation, there's discipline and all that. And there's sometimes people just hit like a psychological breaking point. Like you do kind of wonder with the young men in our society. Like what happens if just a chunk of them are just like psychologically broken? Like what happens with our society? I don't know. So anyways, yeah, this should be, to be clear, this should just be a bureaucratic nothing burger. All this should be is, hey, look, our society is functioning at a 2006 level. That's all this should be. But again, Trump is in office and it's 2026. So, you know, you give Trump a draft and he's probably going to use the fucking draft. So what do you think about this? What do you think about American men being automatically registered for selective service? What do you think about this? Basically coming in a month after we get dragged into Israel's horseshit Iran war. What do you think about this, again, with males in our society? Right? Especially, again, you think about the white males. All their lives, they're told this is all their fault. And now they're being registered to go off and die halfway around the world, because of some decree of Mickey Mouse a couple thousand years ago. Do you think that's going to do better for the young men out there? I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. See y'all later.